I have no idea what happened to the video. It just went away all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I have no idea where it left off or anything like that. I was talking about my day Monday, and then I was talking about yesterday. I forgot. I can't remember how many times I was hurt yesterday. Not only in my female parts, but in my head. And I'm not gonna lie, I got really upset. I do that sometimes, and I know that that makes me a horrible person. And I realize now that I deserve pain inside my body. I realize that now. And, oh, there it is. And, sorry. I was looking for my mirror, like, a long time ago, and so I could do my makeup in the bedroom, because sometimes there's people in the bathroom, and anyway. So, I realize now that I deserve pain. Something else that I did that, I forgot to tell everybody of how much of a horrible person I am. I realize now why the side of my foot gets poked and I'm in pain. Because I deserve it. Because at Walmart one day, there was a baby crying, and this woman yelled at her kid, and she told it to shut up. Him or her. Sorry. And I was talking to Jeremy. I wasn't talking to her. Evidently, it was her who did it. Something. Anyway. And I was talking to Jeremy, and all of a sudden, she says, "What did you say?" And I wasn't talking to her. So anyway, we got into a fight, and we yelled at each other, and she called me a bitch, and I can't remember what I said. I told her that she should cherish her children instead of telling them to shut up. And then Lara came to the rescue and dragged me away, and she calmed me down and stuff like that. And I only did that because of all this stuff that I've been going through. Normally, I wouldn't have done that. Like, I wouldn't have said anything. And I think back on it now, and, you know, I should have just walked away and not said anything. I should have just ignored her and not said anything. That's what I would have done if I hadn't have been going through all this stuff. All this stuff on the inside of my body. All this pain and poking and all this stuff. Muscle contractions or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, yeah, that's how much of a horrible person I am. I end up fighting back and not in a good way. And I shouldn't have said anything. And I'm sorry that I said it. And I hope one day that I will be forgiven for that. I probably won't. But, you know, I regret doing that. That's all I'm going to say, is I regret doing that. And, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I would have just ignored her. I know I said that. Okay, but anyway, so, I'm not really sure what to grade yesterday. It was a good day, up until, I wasn't in any pain up until I took the comforter and I I went like that with the comforter, and my head hurt. And I just kind of ignored it, and I was just like, yeah, okay. And then I was in the rocker recliner, and I was like, well, I want to tell everybody, you know, that I wasn't telling anybody to go to hell. It was a Michael Jackson video that I watched back in 2010. And then right as I got ready to write that down and say that, my female parts hurt. And for some reason, I got really mad. And I started saying things that I probably shouldn't have said. So there wasn't any pain in my vagina until then. No, it's the truth. You know, whether Jeremy says that this is all in my head or not, it is happening to me. But I'm not really sure if this is good news or not, but I think that because, okay, it was saying, like, it kept, the back of my thigh says that it's the devil, right? Okay, well, because of the picture, I'm assuming, because of the picture that way back in the day, I was sitting at the kitchen table, and I've got, you know, Tasmanian devil on my shirt. Well, I was thinking that it was the hospital because of Mark. Whenever I had my kids, there's a doctor named Mark, and, well, Mark Pellegrino plays the devil, plays Lucifer in Supernatural. It just made sense to me. Like, this may make me a crazy person. Like, I'm starting to think that I am a crazy person, and that, like, I need some serious therapy or something. And I tried to tell Jeremy that he was right. It didn't make him happy at all. I don't know what to do. He's like, well, I want you to get better. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get better unless whoever this is that's doing this to me decides to stop doing it to me. Either that or, you know, like I've said before, if it's a disease, who can stop a disease? You know, what if I do have a disease in my female parts? You know, what if I do have fibroids, like Dawn said at Planned Parenthood? She said that those can cause pain. But one Deaconess Hospital said that there wasn't anything wrong with me, and Deaconess Women's Hospital said that there wasn't anything wrong with me. But Dawn said that I had fibroids, and I looked it up, and fibroids is a real thing. So, maybe I am a crazy person, you know? Maybe I am, like, just this total asshole. I am an asshole. And, you know, maybe, I don't have any idea. All I know is that I deserve pain in my vagina. I get it. You know, I get why whenever I was watching Supernatural, both Dean and Sam hurt my vagina. I get it. You know, the inside of my body says that the devil's doing it. Well, which devil? You know, is it the people at the hospital, or is it the real devil, or is it an actor that played the devil, or who is it? I'm just trying to find out the truth. That's all I'm trying to find out anymore. So I'm to the point now where I don't know why this is happening to me. But I do know one thing. Whenever I was at work, one day I was at Biaggi's. Amy was breaking down boxes, and she said something about, I'm going to get these boxes to behave. This necklace right here represents Sylvester Stallone, represents Rocky, because I'm inspired by Rocky, boxing Rocky. And so I think that somebody is trying to get me to behave. Somebody's trying to get me to do what they want me to do and not what I want to do. It's like I don't have free will. So I bought this for myself, and it arrived on my birthday, December 23rd. And I bought one for Tristan, and I'm going to buy one for Faith Hope. Because I watched a video of his, and Rocky's always been, the movie Rocky's always been an inspiration to me. To never give up, and to always keep fighting. And, you know, in a good way. And, you know, stuff like that. And I found out that Sylvester Stallone's the one that wrote it. And so, you know, he's always been an inspiration to me. And whenever I watched a YouTube video of his, and I recommend everybody go to Goldcast, the YouTube video or channel, and watch the video on Rocky's life, because it's so inspirational, and I cried whenever I watched it, because that guy has been through so much. And for him to be able to go through all of that and come out, you know, like, smelling like roses or whatever you want to say, like, you know, is such an inspiration. So I recommend that everybody watch it. It will inspire you, and to, you know, keep fighting in a good way. And, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyway, I realized that, you know, I'm a horrible person, and, you know, I shouldn't have said any of the things that I said, and I'm sad about a lot of things. I was thinking about the TV show Will and Grace today for some reason, and I keep picturing Sean Jack in my head saying, Mama say, Mama saw, Mama makusa. And that means that I'm safe. That's Michael Jackson's song, that I'm safe. And, like, I wanted to cry. And then I just started thinking about my son, and, like, I just started crying. And I'm afraid that everybody is gonna leave. Just like in the movie Invincible, where Mark says to Johnny, he's afraid you're gonna leave. I am just like that. I'm afraid that because I get mad all the time that everybody's gonna leave. And that I have, like, done so much bad stuff that everybody's gonna leave me. And, you know, that line that Mark says in Invincible is for me. And I'm afraid that everybody's gonna leave. Because that's what people always do. They leave. And I don't ever see him again. So, I think that that's all that I wanted to say. And I realize now, you know, that I deserve pain in my vagina. So I'm going to try not to say anything at all whenever it hurts. Because a lot of times, last night, right before, or this morning, I should say, I didn't go to bed till like 2-something in the morning. Somebody told me not to go to bed. And I was like, people have to sleep. I was like, they have to sleep to be able to function. And I laid down, and sure enough, my vagina hurt. And I got mad. I was already mad. But a lot of times I don't say anything. I just lay there and take it. You know, this has been going on for years, and I thought, you know, maybe I'm supposed to, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. But, like, it makes me not want to sleep ever again. And I can't do that because I won't be able to function, and I won't be able to do anything good. I won't be good for anybody. And it's like, you know, is that what whoever's doing this to me wants? Do they want me to just, you know, give up and not do anything? Well, I can't do that because I have child support that I have to pay. I have bills that I have to pay now. I have a phone bill that I have to pay. I have to buy groceries for myself and Tristan. I can't give up this time. I can't do it. No matter what hell I'm going through, I can't give up living my life. I can't do it. No matter how horrible it is, I can't do it. I have to live my life. I have to. It's either that or, you know, everybody knows, you know, the other thing I can do. Which I've thought about doing that several times. And, you know, I'm starting to think that nobody cares. I'm starting to think that nobody cares about me. That's what I'm starting to think. And, you know, I'm not really sure what to do with that at this point in my life. You know, I've got a lot of decisions to make, and I've got a lot of, how do I put this? You know, I was talking last night about, very forcefully, I might add, you know, about religion again. And how I feel that this is a battle between good and evil. And that's what it's always been. It's been a battle between good and evil. And, you know, I'm like, what do I do? You know, do I keep fighting for Christianity because that's what I believe in? And I have ever since high school. And I went to Catholic church when I was a little kid. You know, what do I do? Or do I just give up on it? Like, I want to. I want to. Because it gets really tiring fighting this battle all the time between good and evil, and I don't know what to do anymore. I think that people keep telling me to keep fighting, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to, you know, fight for my life, and no matter how it's gonna end. And like I was saying last night, you know, I'm I respect other people's beliefs. I always have. And I've never been the one to push people into believing something, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, make them believe something that they don't want to believe. I've always been like that. And maybe I'm misunderstanding or something, but sometimes I think that this poking inside my body and pain inside my body is telling me that God's not real, and that heaven's not real, and all this stuff. And I know better, because I know that whenever I have prayed in the past, and I have prayed for people, and, you know, not to be like, oh, you know, but, you know, and I've prayed for myself, and, you know, I finally got around to praying for myself, that God has always come through for me. And the angels have always come through for me. So why should I not believe that God is real? I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing. I see all these people in the world, and they get to have their beliefs, and they get to go to church, and they get to worship God, and they get to, you know, they get to believe in whatever they want to believe in. And I'm over here in this apartment being told that God's not real, and that I shouldn't talk ever again, and I'm supposed to stay away from everybody, and I've got all this pain inside my body, and, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why I'm the only one in the world, I feel like, that this is happening to. Everybody else gets to believe or not believe in whatever they want, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I did this to myself. You know, I thought that possibly it was the hospital, that I was chipped, because that's a thing. I believe in that, that people can be chipped. Jeremy doesn't believe that I'm chipped. Jeremy doesn't believe in anything. He doesn't even believe this is happening to me. All I know is that I'm constantly getting told that, you know, people are going to die soon, or that I'm going to die soon, and that people are going to kill me, and, you know, that this is just a game, and, you know, I keep telling people, this is my life. You know, I'm a human being who, you know, used to care about people a lot, and cared about their salvation, and cared whether or not they went to heaven or hell whenever they died. And this is what I get. This is what I get. I don't know if... Sorry, my eyebrow was just poked whenever I say get. I don't know what that means anymore. I don't know. I don't know if people are saying that I have a disease, or it's like a disease, or if it's hate, or if it's I hate you, don't leave me, or I'm crazy, and I need to be locked away in a loony bin somewhere. I don't know. I don't. all I know is that this is my life. And I've been trying to live it to the best of my ability. I am evidently not capable of living my life by myself, but I'm gonna have to. Partially. Because I don't want to be around somebody who doesn't believe that this is happening to me. Like, we'll still, be like, what's the word? I forgot. There's a word for it. I forgot what it is right now because I'm too freaking emotional right now. We'll still communicate and, and all that good stuff, but, like, I can't, like, this is happening to me, and, I don't know who's doing this to me. All I know is that I've been in pain for 10 years, and I know that it's never going to stop, and I get it, I deserve pain. I'm a horrible person, and I deserve pain, and everybody should stay away from me because I'm a horrible person. I didn't used to be a horrible person. I used to be a good person who cared about everybody and cared about what happened to people and all this stuff, and I don't get it. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I know this video is really long, and I'm really sorry, and I hope that one day that everybody will be able to forgive me for being such an asshole, and, for doing all this bad stuff that I've ever done in my whole life, and that's what my wish or my hope is for whoever's controlling the inside of my body. I don't know. I guess, like I told Tim at, now my lower back's being poked and in pain, and they told me that that was a lie. They told me that my disc really wasn't protruding. That was another thing that the inside of my body told me, that it was a lie. That there isn't anything wrong with my spine at all. And I had all that faith in God and got up and paced the kitchen every day and took medicine every day for evidently absolutely nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, this is how whoever's doing this to me confuses me. And I can't get another MRI done because I can't afford it. My insurance won't pay for it. I went to Dr. Janie at Echo, and she told me that my insurance won't pay for another MRI. So I just have to go on faith that there isn't anything wrong with my spine. And I have to trust whoever this is that's doing this to me to not do it to me again and to not kill me. And it's really hard for me to do after what I've been through for the last 12 years. I'm sorry, but it's really hard for me to do. It's really difficult for me to trust right now. Like, I hope and pray that somebody out there gets this. And then somebody will understand where it is that I'm coming from. Because I don't know. Like, I don't know who's doing this to me. I'm having a really hard time trusting people right now. And I know I've probably said too much. And I'm evidently, not supposed to talk ever again. Like, I get it. I don't know what to do anymore. Do I just do what the inside of my body tells me to do all the time? Or do I fight and say, no, you're not going to control me? What do I do? I don't know what to do. That's the decision that I have to make. But I know that the inside of my body hurts me. It physically hurts me whenever I do something that it doesn't want me to do. I'm not used to being this controlled. That's what it feels like. And I'm not saying that in like a bad way or anything. I feel like this poking and pain is controlling me. Like, I don't mind doing what it says sometimes because I've done what it says sometimes. But to be constantly controlled 24/7, 365, every minute of every second of every day. I'm 47 years old. I don't like to be controlled all the time. Sorry, I was looking at Jeremy. I was distracted by Jeremy. He's getting ready for work. Now my ear's ringing. Like I'm resonating with the Word of God or something. Like I'm an angel. And I'm resonating with the Word of God. The supernatural fans will get it. Anymore. I don't understand why this is happening to me. I've got real stuff going on in my life, real stuff that I mentally have to deal with. And I'm always gonna have to deal with that. Like, my children are dead. AJ died. I had a miscarriage whenever I was in Millington. I decided that, I was going to go ahead and either name him or her. If it was a him or her, I have no idea whether or not it was a girl or a boy. I've got real stuff that I have to deal with. I've got, the people not wanting to be around me. I've got all of this mental stuff, and then I have all this going on the inside of my body. I'm never going to be able to get through this mentally if people don't stop. But I get it, I guess I don't deserve for people to stop poking me and to stop putting me in pain. You know what? I get it. I get it. Jeremy wants me to put his shoes on, so I have to go. He's leaving for work. Thank you for watching this video. If anybody watches this video that isn't gonna, do anything bad with it, sorry, I'm not really trusting right now. But thank you, and everybody have a good day.